Hello, guys.
Like share about the ThinkOrSwim thing, which is what you do. So you just like click the button and it buys, and click the button and it sells it.
All right.
So
I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna have this time I don't want to do a class like a normal lesson. I would like to do a open session like a VC, so I can share how do you set up your
I don't.
everything from zero, so people can actually see how it works and see how all the things that we can do. It's gonna be open. I would like to see people asking, any questions, any doubts, and we can go from there. Like I'll be showing how I do my setup from zero, but I would like to start from here so people can see how they can add or adapt their setup the best. So I have different setups. I have like a two-screen setup. I have my one-screen setup when I use for traveling. So I just want to go through. I always hear throughout the day a lot of people asking, uh, like, how do I set up my levels? Where do I get this? Where do I get the other? So I just thought it was fun to share a little with everyone. So it's not the most popular class because people like a lot of people know how they use ToS and then they use Webull or other apps and they like to see more trading. But my argument always is that we need to know what we use and set it up properly to be able to be successful on the trading side, which is hard enough. So I think microphones are going to be open, guys. Um, Try to, not overset if anyone's talking, and let's wait until 8 o'clock to. You guys are going to start doing my setup here or a setup and show you how you can do different stuff as everyone day went through today. Yeah, 8 people so far. Rudy, how are you? I'm really good, thank you. Can you hear me well? Everything sound and image is good right now? Yes, perfect, Rudy. Your microphone should be on if you're using it. Well, Bobby, sounds great. Love to hear that. Sorry yesterday, guys, that I wasn't able to be here, but yeah, my wife got a appendectomy. She had to have her appendix removed all of a sudden. So we went from having lunch to ER. Paper to live. Yeah, I'll go through that, Scotty. That's yeah, she's okay. She has her appendix removed. Nowadays, thank you, Bobby. Nowadays it's just laparoscopy. Like they will go with only like 4 little incisions on the abdomen, like you can barely see them, and that's it. So yeah, 1K, it's awesome. 1K, I called him, like I text him last minute to see if anyone could cover because it was completely out of the blue. So yeah, learning it's great all the time, and all of these guys have great tips, and we all have something to learn from each other. So if any of you see me struggling with anything or something that I don't know, hey, I'm always learning. There's so many things to learn. So yeah, small port is great. So I'm gonna wait until 8 o'clock, guys. We are already 12, so that meets my quorum. If I have one other person who likes to learn, I'm happy enough. Just to remind you, to the new ones, the microphone it's open. I would like to do this sort of a VC lesson. Um, I would like to answer questions. I'm gonna go through how do you work. This is the basic chart that you have when you open ToS for the first time. And from here, we can go to different places and see what we got. So let's just wait until 8 o'clock. And I'm just gonna type um, SPY probably here. And from here, we're gonna have some fun. Anyone have any specific questions? You can put it on the chat. Just let me know. And as I said, this is just a try to open session with a ToS, and microphones are open. And if you are not available to talk on your microphone, please raise your hand or leave the question on the chat and I will go through them. Yes, I have negotiated my transaction fees. That's a great question. It all depends on how the volume that you do, and you have certain amount of time within you can negotiate your transaction fees. It's gonna give you like every 2 months, every 3 months, they will allow you to negotiate and it's gonna depend on the volume and your size of account, of course. So yeah, you can just write them right on the chat room. If you go to support or the chat room, you write it to them and tell them, you can just, hey, hi, how are you guys? I've been trading for a while now, and I would like to see if there's an option to lower my fees. And that's it. All right, officially 8 p.m., guys. Welcome everyone to Empanadas ToS basic. I'm gonna do some tips and tricks here, guys. I would like to take you in a little ride from this is our starting from 0 ToS to hey, what's up? Should have nothing here. Works to default. Yeah. There you go. This is default. See, it's gonna give me the holy volumes. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? Hold on, that I have my previous drawings. I'm gonna delete create. Gonna draw the whole. Let me just set up everything to 0. There you go. I haven't switched yet to the new Schwab, so it's kind of, it hasn't asked me yet to do all of that, so I haven't done it. Close this here, close this here. Got nothing there. Setup should be fine. Let's see, trade, monitor, got my chart too. Let me train all this. Saving the drawing set here. And why isn't it giving me my ToS tips and tricks? There you go. So this is what normally is going to be like when we have a from 0. You switch.
Oh, people go underground. Before they closed it, they were there. It used to be open area. But they built it and they built the wall and closed it.
Hey, I have your microphone, it's open. Everyone, microphone is going to be open. So if please mute yourself if you're not going to be asking questions, and then if we can start from 0. This is the 0 start that we have when we open SPY, guys. Yes, to create a watch list and also how to choose good stocks for the week trade. Okay, Ernest, I have you. 65 per contract plus 009 regulatory fee. Yeah, you can just chat with them, Scotty, and you go to support and you can ask them. Once you hit here, it's gonna open a chat, and you can just start chatting with whatever question you have, and they will answer you. And you can just go straight ahead and negotiate the fees. So we're 26 here, guys. Okay, let's start. This is gonna be our this is what ToS opens when you have your regular ToS setup. So the idea with this is to how do you make it more efficient and more visually easier to navigate? So one of the things that I like to do sometimes is I don't like to have so much all the background that you have on the grid. And they asked me how low I went. I tried to get an idea of what I could get. It's all gonna depend. They can go as far as 25 cents, but it's gonna depend on your volume, Scotty. Please, everyone, just to remind you that everyone it's unmute. If you want to mute yourself in case you're gonna be watching, and ask your questions, please, on the chat. This is from basics to ToS, all the way to how to draw everything. So if you have any questions, just let me know. So remember, you can drag the mouse, and one of the things that we have here is like we have no space at all. That's one of the first annoying things, and sometimes you have too much space. And so one of the things that we can start with is gonna be how to give you a little more space on this side. So the first thing that we can do is just go to our little cog here, and it's gonna give you all our chart setups. And the chart setups, we're gonna have most of our setups that we're gonna need for the different personalization of our charts. So the first one that I would like to probably trim, it's gonna be to see my time axis. So if we go to the time axis, you have here, like you can browse all these, they're all setups, but if you go to the time axis, time is gonna move you, it's gonna around under the chart. So here you can set up this for, let's say, I'm gonna put 35. Just 35, and when you apply this, so now we have this extra space. So if you want to plan ahead on your charts, you can actually have more space to move it around. Remember that another thing, I'm going to start here, that we are 28 people. If you click on your right click on the mouse, you can select and auto zoom something. And with a little, on my mouse, I set it up with a little roll that you have a little wheel on the mouse. I can go up and down, or if you right click, then you have you can set up like these different styles. But if you click on the rolling ball, I don't know how you call it that on mine, you can set up all these drawing sets right away from here. So it's really useful. But if not, you can go to this section here on the lower side, on the right lower side of the chart, and just adapt how do you like to see it. So right now we are in the daily, guys. This is from starting from 0. We have just give me the space. Can you show us my chart is horrible? Honestly, I believe once I get those together, yeah. Charting, guys, it's incredibly important. So that's why I wanted to start from 0. Like, this is how we're gonna give space. So how do we give space? We came to the time axis, and on the expansion area, I put it just 35. It's whatever, just as you feel that you need here. So from this on, we can just see that now we have a little better space. Now, when you apply it, now we have all this view. From here, probably I would like to, I can just move my volume a little higher. So let's see what else you can do here. So if you go to little cog, I can go to appearance, because normally, I don't know about you, but I like to, shows that I'm in the drawing. When I right click, it shows auto zoom, etc. Then I'm gonna be honest, for me, I on the features of the mouse, yeah, I found it just clicking on my mouse. Let's see if we can figure out how to do it on the mouse and personalize it. But so far, like I have a gaming mouse, so I start clicking, and I found out that I got all this set up. I think you can do it on the options that you can. Sorry, on the probably on the generals, or in one of the customize. You can chart it to your click, but to be completely honest, how to set up straight to the mouse, I don't know. So if someone knows, please be kind to show us on how to do it on the chat. So with this little section here in general, I'm gonna go to appearance now. And here it's where we can choose how do we like the candles to look. We can have a candle trend. So you have, if it's going up or down, you're gonna have a more filled candle, and then the wicks. Then you can have a bar if you rather just have bars. So here's when the green bars open, and then when they close, and then red bars open here. I find it to be really confusing on this one. So for me, normally I like the candle just a normal candle. I will do that candle, and then I will go on the green ones. You can choose here the different colors that you like. So I will go to, I like it blue. I don't use green because I like to have my green levels. And to fill it up, I will click to fill it up, and I would like it to be blue too. So that's the way I do it. I like my candles to be blue. I just find it to be easier on my site. And so when you click apply, now I can see a better difference. So you can personalize. I've seen people having the backgrounds in purple with the yellow on the chart. Some people like all like different types of gray. So it's really different. So all the things you can do here is like if we go to the same little cog here, that little wheel, and you go to appearance here on volume bars, you can customize your volume to not look all completely blue like this. If we click here, now we have the candles personalized. If you have green candles are gonna go up, in this case, it's gonna go up my blue ones, and then the red ones, or these ones are kind of like, a neutral. So this is a nice trick to have your volume, which is standard, set up. So that's some nice trick if you want to have it. I like to have the also when you open the appearance, you can select how your cursor is going to be. The cross is the one that we have, that you have a cross that it's going to move, but you can move. You can select all the ones, like just the horizontal lane, just nothing, just a little circle. I won't mess up with that. I like it the way it is. I like to have my reference where I can go to a specific sort of top of the wick and the candle. I find it to be really helpful that way. What else do we have here? What else do we can do? We can go to our appearance again, and in our appearance, we have the background. I see that some people like the background to be with these squares, and they can reference their charts a little better. I don't use it, so you can click here on the grid, and it's gonna do it. It's gonna take it out, so it's gonna be a clean grid completely. So this is sometimes are very helpful. Spaced out, how do you do that? Mine are bunched up together. If you my bars are, I'm on the daily. Be sure, Gail, that you're on the daily. And if you click where the times are, you can drag it up like zoomer. You can do like a zoom on the drag, or make it a little more crowded. But I'm on the daily so far, since I'm starting from 0. So I will build up into the different time frames. So I just want to show you how to clean your charts a little, like once we're here. So now we have the cleaners of our charge. Remember, guys, that you are on mute. If you are not participating, mute yourself, and you want to make a question, feel free to talk. This is like a VC, so yeah, that hammer looks very bullish. So you can also customize these guys. Like, once you have the colors, remember, you can just go here, appear in appearance, and any colors up here. If you want to have more colors, you can customize this, and you have all the colors that you like. So you want to get fancy, you can do that, or you just set it up straight, forward, make it easier. For me, I just leave it like that, just easy setup. Process. What do we got here? Then after this, we can go to maybe and set up this. Let's take this out of here. Go to the general. Then I think I'm gonna go to take out my, we can take the changes. So when I want you to realize that when you can go to, this is our different contracts that we have. So in equities, you can customize if you want to highlight the extended hours, for example, or in options, you can show the volume graph to be in top of the futures. I want to, since we are in SPY, I'm gonna highlight this, and now we're gonna go to again our little one other thing, guys, that you can do here on appearance, and I wanted to mention this because some people would like to do it. The background, this is not the blackest of the blacks. You can go like, some people like it to put the background a little lighter, so it will look like this. It depends on, as I say, your visual easier. I don't like it to be, I like it to go to the black all black is gonna go to a deeper image like this. So this looks really nice to me. Some people will have it too neat for them. It's just too clear. I like it that way. So I'll say, yeah, feel free to ask any questions. So from here, I'm gonna try to see if, let's see how these, let's go down a little. Now we can scan and see these moves that we have right here. And now I'm gonna, so far we have the colors that we have, but we're gonna start adding some of the main studies. Here, when you click the little bottle, the chemical bottle, you have like all your studies. So I like to start with my 20 daily, I'm gonna say the daily 20 SMA, which is right here. That's one main that I'm using at the moment. I like it, so I will add it. And when you add, it's gonna be default 9. It's gonna give you that the 9 is gonna be the days. I'm just gonna set it up to 20, and I'm gonna leave it at blue, just the way it is. So, and let's see how it goes. And this is what it's gonna give you. Now we are on the daily, and I have the daily 20 SMA as a simple moving average. I like this as my reference. I'm using it a lot at the moment, and I find to be really, really nice because I don't like to have too many indicators. I find like people have too many lines and too many things to share, and I find it to be annoying because I get overwhelmed fairly easy. Another thing that I want to show you guys, if you are trying to click and move around your chart, if you click on this little wave here, it's gonna be on auto, or you can set it up to manual. If you click on manual and then you have the little finger on, you can move and drag your chart to adapt the time and where you want to see. So sometimes depending on the levels, I like to see my levels higher, up. I just care about these days. So if you go here, you can add this. Yeah. I try the Bollinger Bands. What I do is I had it on my drawing sets on a different set on a different chart. So you will see how we're gonna go into different little charts. So all of my charts have different indicators, so I can guide myself a little better. So, but the 20, I find it to be on the daily. Look at SPY. Every time that we break it down, we stay down. Every time we go up or touch it, we can see these moves that are really nice. Look at this move. We broke up. Look at how nice we moved. Never touched it, and then we went out down, we crossed it, and then up again, and we're touch it. So I'm using this as a reference on my daily, and I'm going to show you how do I have it on a bigger time frame. And then I will have another chart on the right side on a smaller time frame. So far, everyone's okay? Thumbs up on setting just basic indicators, yes? All right, perfect. So I'm gonna add to this one because I'm gonna do a simple charting right now. Here again,
Wow.
we can add,
19.
I'm gonna do a AMA. So I'm gonna do exponential. So we have exponential moving average here. I'm gonna add 1, 2, and 3 of this at the moment. Okay, why do you add 3? Because here you get to set it up and customize it. So I'm gonna leave 1 to be the 9, but I need to change the color because every indicator color is gonna be by default blue, like baby blue. So I'm gonna make my 9, I like it to be in yellow. Actually, I'm gonna have it on a different sort of blue. I'm gonna go into a darker blue with my 9. So I got my 9 in blue. Now we're gonna set up this to be the 50. And I'm gonna set up my 50 to be yellow.
Ooh.
So you change, that's how you change someone's looking they're finding out that we can change this here. And then I'm gonna change this to the 200 and gonna set my 200 in purple. Yeah, this is not like, this is just how you can set it up, guys, for you. Doesn't matter, like you can choose the ones that you like. I do it this way, but I do have, I'll show you later on how do I have a chart on this left side with only the daily SMAs, and that chart is going to be on a bigger time frame. And then my EMAs and like VWAP and difference. Oh, this is a key thing that I did by mistake. Sorry. We can't use the pink one here because the pink one normally by reference it's gonna be our VWAP. So this one we're just gonna put it orange. That's it. Got orange. So you will learn this visually to know how they work by default. So now on the bigger time frame still, or on the daily, you can set up to do your indicators. Everyone's okay here? Now we're gonna set our, how are we gonna set up our levels? So you can send, if we go here to the little chart, like this is a drawing set. If you click your money, the price level, now whatever I click, I'm gonna click, or let's see that this is the high of the day, and you double click on your mouse, you're gonna set a level. That's your level. Normally it's gonna have different setups, it's gonna be red or different colors. If you want to personalize and customize your levels, you right click on them, you edit properties, and you can edit here the color. We can put this one, let's put it all like, you know, you can put it dotted, you can put it like dots, you can change the width of the lines if you want to make it more funky, and then this is like a very special level that you have. So far, what I use, guys, I like to have my levels set up to the lowest of the grays, and I set it up to have 1 because I do my drawing with the little boxes as you saw. So I just want to have levels set to be a reference on my side, but I don't want to bother me uh, on my chart. How do I get the 20? Again, if we go to studies height here, to our little edit studies on this little drink, you can add your studies here. You can write exponential, and it's gonna give you exponential, moving exponential. It's right here. If you want to do the daily, you just write daily, and it's gonna give you daily SMA. And once you click it to draw it to this side, you can just edit with a little clock here. Like let's put this is the 50 daily, and I can choose a different, like let's do that one in white if you want. Apply, and now I have the 50, the 20 daily, and this is my exponentials are the line. This is how you set it up, Gail. If you still have questions, DM me afterward if we are not able to, you know, answer all the questions here. But so now we know how to customize our levels. So now we can draw. This is awesome, no? And I'm gonna give you a quick tip here. This normally you can set it up on when you edit the properties, you can set it up to have the left extension off. You want it on, it's gonna give you a line that is gonna be infinite to both sides. But sometimes I don't want those levels. If I have too many levels drawn, I like to just cut it until we have it to this side, to specific sides. But one like super cool trick, once you click on that line and you hit the space bar, it's gonna be copy it and paste. You click it when it's underside, and then click it and draw it. So here you can be very fast on setting up your levels. So now let's say that I want to put this level here. I like this little level down here, and then you again spacebar on the level while it's highlighted, and I can set up. I got these reference levels, and then again you click on your line when it's highlighted. I spacebar, you hit spacebar, and then you drag and move it away. So now we know how to do very fast levels while we're drawing or while we're trading. Like sometimes it happens that we are, damn, I need to have my prices, and then I want to redo my chart while it's going. So this is one way. I have my prices on the right side to set up the prices. When you have your edit on your levels, you can have your show the name and show the price on these sides. So you can show the price on the right side, on the left side, or do not show it. Once you click on the right side, now always is gonna have your price mark here. So that for me is a huge reference. What is the Fibonacci, how to use it? Swing, awesome. We're gonna go for the later studies, but if you wanna know where to set up the study, it's gonna be in your drawing set. Here in your drawings, if you see here, we got the Fibonacci retracements here, or the extensions. Our retracements normally go from the highest point of the day to a certain point, which is the lowest that you want to measure. And then you can just drag it to that point and you see how the Fibonacci goes. If you hit ESC while the study is highlighted, it will go away. So that's a fast way, like just, oh damn, let me see. I need to see where we are. You go here, fast Fibonacci retracement, go here, where we are. Oh, look at this level. Where is it? 65, 10%? Okay. You can reference yourself, hit ESC, and you're out of that study again. Then we are in the indicator again, and we know now how to set up our levels. We know how to customize our levels. We know how to customize our indicators. We know how to customize our candles and our wicks. Are everyone good so far? Yes, everyone, please. No, yeah, I'm by myself. Okay. So all the thing now, we don't. This is our straight levels, correct? From here, again, this is our drawing set. We can set up to the trend lines. Our second study on the left is going to be our trend line. So from here, I can set up a trend line from here. When you click, you can set it up this way, and then another click, and you have your trend lines set. I have them, and again, everything that you do in ToS is customizable. Customizable? I don't know how you say it. Customizable. But then you can right click and edit properties on your level. And again, I can put it in any color that I like. You can put it yellow. I can highlight it. I can put a double at 2, which is a double, and highlight it. And then your strong level is going to go here. I'm just going to show you why we do this pretty fast. We do this sometimes if we are in the 5 minutes and we go like this, we have no idea where that level is, the trend line. Maybe we will see it on the 15 minutes. And sometimes you will have the line, like a big yellow line passing right through here, just because we changed the time frame. Oh, you can remember yourself to go back to the daily, and that's going to be, that's my trend line. So sometimes that's why you want to have those references. So also
You have
what
you have to
I'm using a lot,
understand
I'm using a
that.
lot
You
the
seen that?
I like the channel too
The
very much.
Mr.
So I will
June.
go from here.
Baby.
Remember, guys, you're not
Yes.
unmuted. If you're gonna be not talking or asking
Nah,
questions,
yeah, I'm
please
not
mute
gonna
yourselves.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning and they're
So
on the in the
here,
bathroom.
and let's
Nah,
say,
which one was that?
He's on the she's on
Carlitos,
her
you're
phone in
muted.
the toilet.
I got fun.
You're mute. Just mute you. And this is a way that how we draw. Again, if you want to do the our channels, and we can edit them again. You can edit each line, and if you want a specific level, or we can just go here. Let's say that we want to make it green and a green straight line just to have our levels set up. Okay, now we have our levels on our channel. So that's pretty cool, because this way we have some certain way how we are locating ourselves, sort of. So from here, as I said, our Fibonacci retracement or our extensions are right here. I'll just use them once in a while and just I don't have them set up fixed on my chart. I just use it as the channel, Bobby. Here, if you go here to the double regression channel, you click here and you can click, when you click on the first one, sorry, that's not the one, it's right here. If you go, sorry, to the this simple channel next to the rectangle, you go here, you click from your levels, the lines that they touch, and then you can just click, and then you move around where the second line, your second channel is going to be set. That's how you set it. So look, I'll use this as a visual reference. We went down to the lower trend of the channel, we went up, broke it up, now we are out of this channel, and we're getting into this upper channel. So that's how are we reading my chart, for example, in this section. So I'm gonna right click on this one, and I'm gonna take it away. And you can highlight it, hit delete, and you can take it out. That's one fast way to take the any studies that you have. If I have my trend line, I want to hit on highlight it and ESC, you are out of that line. So now we know how to set it up pretty fast and how to use it a little bit faster. So that's really useful. What else do we want to do? Like now on this left side, we can set up our different. You have the TV. Like if you don't know, you can set up a TV, a chart TV, a CNBC news. If you don't have a TV, you can just hit CNBC, and it's gonna start your daily TV channel right here. Look, and you have like a sort of like while the market is open, all your news and everything right there on your computer. It's really useful. Normally, I have my TV next to my computers, so I don't use it. So this, if you want to get rid of it, you can click here on the delete gadget, and it will take the TV away. So this is some way on how do we choose to move our gadgets here. You want to delete this one, I can just delete it, and then I have my watch list. I can have like one watch list, or you can add watch list. Like if you have the plus, this is just on the plus side here, it's going to give you a menu of whatever kind of gadget that you want to add on your left side reference. So if you want to add another watch list, you can just go here, and it's going to give you that watch list. And if you click on the watch list by itself, you can hide it or set it up. Then you can also on the Indesit, you can set up here your own, you can share. They have some like personal actual port, core list, for example. So you can go to the core list and have like, our daily trades. You can change the name of the core list. Like if you want to rename it, you can just go here and, change, delete, edit, and you can edit all of those right here. It's gonna depend on what you like to do, or how do you like to set it up. And then if you click here on the size, you can drag and have a look at all your positions, and then I have them on the bid on the ask. You can change all of these setups. Like if you click on the little wheel on this side, you can customize it. So I can customize what I want to see here. I want to see the percentage change only. You can hit the percentage change, ask it here. I'm going to get rid of everything that it says here. Ask, I'm going to get rid of the ask. I'm going to get rid of the bid. I'm going to leave the last, and I'm going to say it okay. And now if I want to see just the change and the percentage, you can just hit up, and it's going to give you negative or positive, which ones are the ones that are moving the most. So this is one of the ways. Eva is a bot on Discord that it will they have a bot that it will read the flow. So that's how Eva works on that, being a bot. But so this is going to be how to set up your main goal. So we're going to go to the fun part right now. Like now we're on the charts, and we can set up our flexible grids. When we customize our flexible grids is where we're going to get to decide, or it's the same that's setting up you can set it up on trade. Like when you go to your active trader is going to, like, you can set it up how to look like this, but I'm going to just do it on the chart that it's easier. When you have this little activated sidebars, this is how you can set up to add or remove a little window. If you hit here and you have your customized grid, click on, you see, I can just take it out, and they are going to be fixed. If you click on the customized grid, and while they're clicked and they're highlighted, as you see, I have my different studies set here, but I'm just going to show you, like, if I want to see like 2 windows on the side, I can add here, and it's going to add me another window on the right side. So this is pretty cool, because now I can have 2 windows on the right, and I can have, and then we're going to personalize this the same way that we've done on the past. So one of the ways that we can customize the grid here is going to be, again, if you go here, customize grid, this needs to be clicked, and then we can add or remove here or here more screens or charts for whatever we want to do around it here. So one of the cool things that we can do if we go back to our chart is, now that we have set up this chart this way, we can go to, and we can right click on style, and we can save this style. So we can save this style. I'm going to call this style 1, just for the sake of it. Style 1. Pattern, and include patterns and study sets. Okay, and we're going to save it, and I'm going to show you why we're going to use this. It's going to be pretty fast and useful to jump to our next screen. So now that we go again to our flexible grid, we have all these. Let's say that I'm going to remove this one, I'm going to remove this one, and then I have my 3 picks right here. And once, if I hit SPY here, I'm gonna do SPY. It's picking up my old levels, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do here. And if I right click and I set up, I load my style and I go to my style 1, this is gonna set up the style, automatically set up our style that we had on the previous chart, on the main chart. So you can use the main chart, see, load style, go to style 1. Now we have the same study and the same setups that we did on our main chart, which is right here. Everything that we did here, we just copy pasted it here. So now we have 3 different charts that we can use with SPY. You can move your volumes, you can have it lower here. You can customize it if you want, which is really nice. Then one of the other things, like you start getting more creative here. Like, what do I want to do with this? Set it up here. Do I want to make it different on this one? So you can set up all these styles if you want, but this is a fast forward way on how to do it. Just this way is gonna give you, like, you know, I have all my you can have and separate, like, for example, you want to do here, we can do the 5 minutes chart on the SPY. We can set up this one to be the 50-minute chart. You change the here the days, and then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add one in the lower section. And so far we can just delete this, and I'm not gonna have anything right now at the moment. And I have a 5 minutes, a 50 minutes, and nothing here so far. So once I hit again on my grid, I'm gonna unclick my customize grid, and this is gonna set it up to be permanent on this side. So since we're playing with SPY, I'm gonna click on SPY here, and I'm gonna click on SPY on here. And one of the things I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna activate my active trader. You see, we all of this have a right menu on the right side. If I click chart on the C, that means chart, and you click active trader or AT, now we have the active trader set up on our setup. So this way we are this way we're making like our active trader that we have on the trade side here is the same principle. I'm just making it on the charts, so you can have a flexible grid that's going to be adapted to your trade, and it's going to be done this way. I'm going to show you how we can now customize our little active traders, which is really good. Everyone's good so far? Any questions until here? If you do, please let me know so I can keep going forward. If not, we're going to just move around.
I have a question.
Sometimes some people like to have another, instead of having 2 different, they will have to have the day trade chart, like, you know, like scalping. So you can add this chart. I'm gonna load the style that we got in our style 1, and then I'm gonna hit here on once you click here on the daily, guys, it is our time frames. Time frames can be customizable too, customizable. Yeah. Can anyone say customizable? I don't know why I have it wrong right now. Customizable. I don't know. Almost done, but yeah, you can customize it here, and then you can add any time frame that you like. Like, for example, I like the let's say on the daily, I want to have it on the 1 year, and then on the day, I like to go custom, and let's make it intraday, which is I like the 3 minutes. 1 day, and when you set up okay, now I have the 3 minutes added to my time frame here. So this is really cool. You can just do the 1, you can just change again to the 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or we can just go here and just go to the amount of minutes that you would like to see it. 3 minutes, it's been really cool for me. I set it up, and now we have the 3 minutes. So far I can just make this one a little smaller, because I just want to see what I got here on the I will go really high on my chart on this one. So I would like to see the candles changing. Like, I will go like something like this. So I see the candles when they open, when they are down, when they're up. if you hit on the sides here of the charts, you can move around and see how you adapt the size of the charts to be more visual for you. And then now we can jump to our section here where we can just go and personalize our active trader. So when we personalize our active trader, you can click here and you will see that it has a small window on this side. If you see the small window here on the side, it's gonna add you like this little template when you can customize how do you see, for example, if you want your template to be a single, do you want to have brackets? If you want to have, I don't use this, but just to let you know, you can use brackets, like trigger with brackets, and that's what this will do is pretty cool. Like if you're learning, you can set up a price around here, and you see how it triggers a stop loss and a stop limit, right, on a certain percentage or on a certain time. So if you go and click right here, you can change this to be a percentage. So if you triple click, you can set up this to be a 5%, for example, or 6%, and set it up here to be a 5%. So when you click on a contract, it's gonna set up a buy market, and it's gonna trigger a 6% limited trim right there to take profits, and it's gonna give you a 3% stop loss right there. This is automatic. You don't need to do anything else. You can just click and your margin of error is going to be covered. This is what it's called trigger with bracket. Normally, all of us, we use the single. So would you click here and then you can buy one limit, or you can change the amount of contracts or shares right here. And then you go to buy limit. And then when you're moving your stop losses, you can just move it, drag it here, click and drag, click and drag. And this is how you use your active trader right here. Or you can just set up wherever you click is going to set up a limit stop or a limit buy. So this is really cool. Yeah, this is really nice. Any questions?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, please. Who's this?
So, when you click on the active trader, as soon as you hit like buy, it automatically buys and it sells it for you like instantly.
Here, you need to hit out of send. If you don't hit out of send, it's gonna give you a like a review menu, like okay menu. This needs to be clicked here. And once you click here, as soon as you hit buy market or any other click, it's gonna go straight away to the click. It's gonna buy it right there at market price. Also, yes, you have to have the auto send clicked. That's gonna take away the difference on the little
The
what do you call
prompt.
it? Yeah, on the menu, on the review menu, and it's gonna make it a lot faster for you. Other thing that we can do here, for example, that I don't know if I had it here. I can add on the smaller time frame here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna add here just for sake of I'm gonna add my up probably. Set it up here. But you can add all your little tests or all the indicators, and you can have a different indicator you have here from here. So if I would like to just customize this, you can just edit or add studies right here. So let's say that here I on my bigger time frame, I only want to have the dailies. Here I have my just 2 dailies, apply, and I use this only for like let's say 1 hour. So I just want to have my reference of the 1 hour, and then I have 50 minutes, and I have my 5 minutes here. So I took away all the boring or annoying indicators. You can have per chart different indicators, guys. This is very useful. Then if you would like to add or order entry, you can have here, you have the level 2s right here if you want, and you can have this underneath. So you can set up your level 2s. It's right here on the right, and you can see your ask on the right side and your bids on the left side. And you can have you can see the contracts, how they're moving if you want to have that here on this side. So it's going to be a guide on where do you would like to have your level 2. You can have it here, and if you don't feel comfortable there, you can maybe have it here. So you can have this chart a little smaller. It's going to come up to you at the end of the day. And then I can move my price like this. So I have my level 2 right here. I can guide myself. I can see here where I'm gonna be, and then I have my active trader set right here. So this is really cool. you can also customize your whatever clicks that you want to have on your active trader. If you click right here, let's say that you want to flatten, for example. Flatten is if you would like to have all your current positions sold, you can add this flatten button, and it's gonna add this item. And then if you have flatten here, when it's gonna be on if you have any position, and once you click, it doesn't matter how many contracts you are or whatever it happens, it's gonna sell everything that you are on right there. And that's really cool. Other question that people has here is how can people mute? Yeah, I can mute people if someone is having. Sorry, mute. Perfect. So all the thing that we have here, guys, which is really cool, is now we are on SPY share. If you click anything here, it's gonna hit you on SPY shares. So we don't want to have SPY shares right there. So what we want to try to do here is if you click here, you see we got different options. We have the reasons that we talk, and then we have options. And look how cool this is. When we have we are talking about SPY, we have our chain right here.
How about you get there?
Right here with the different expirations. You can choose how many strikes on each expiration it's going to have. So you can go all the way down to 12. You can have more if you like to, and we all going to see them right here. So now we are, let's say that I would like to trade. Let's say that Flip says that no, hey guys, we're going to grab the April 9, I'm going to go, let's say April 10, 25. So if you click right here, this contract is loaded right here, right now. So now they have the contract, and now we have option contracts here. Whatever we're gonna choose here is gonna give you, this is the price of the contract, not the price of SPY. This is the price of the option that we chose. And now when we right click or we set buy market or sell market, show you how to get the options again. Yes, if you click on the drop down menu here, when you are in the normal one, it will say SPY. On the recent, it's gonna say SPY. If you go to the right side, it's gonna give you options, and the options is your menu is gonna appear here. And here you can select whatever contract you want to set up on this specific window. That's really cool. So now I have my contract, I have my level 2s, and I have my little contract, and I have my reference. You can set up this reference as you love to have. And then again, guys, other thing that you can do here, which is really cool, you can do here, and you can, this gadget, you can have different things that you can do. You can have the active trader on it. You can, if you go to here and then custom grid, you can grab these windows and drag them if you want to make more, and drag them and drag them to it like a different screen if you want to have more windows. Like if you have two screens, you can just drag this up and move it to your right side and just drag it to your second screen. And then you have like a main screen with 2 studies. Like I have this on my, normally I have like I will do something like this, and I will, like, if you see here on top, guys, on your main chart, you can choose your grid, like how many screens you would like to see at the same time. This is really cool. If you go like here, now we have 4 different screens that you can be on your main charts of study. And when you go to your flexible grid, this is going to be your one specific trade that you're doing. This is the same principle that you will do with your active trader. One thing that it works really nice, and pay attention to this one, is how to set up to have the same contract in all our charts. If you see this little symbol, the link, if you want to select here on the number 6, for example, or let's I got this one set up to be a different one. Let's say that this one is going to be purple, for example. You can set up the same number that you have here in all your links, and it's going to give you, I have it set it up to SMCI. So you can set up everything to this little purple here, and then you have your chart on the different levels. You see, I got now SMCI set up with my levels set to 5. And every time that you change this, like have SPY, all the links are going to change. AMD, all they're going to change. What you need to customize is your contract here. in case you need to change it, because it's gonna be a different one. Like once you do it here, we're still on SPY unless you like to do your 5, and then you have to switch to AMD, and then which contract you want to choose. You have to choose your whatever. Like now everything's gonna change. You see, like now we have SPY or SPY, and then this is gonna contract. If you want to customize which contract you're taking here, you go to options and decide which contract you're gonna select the 525s. Now we have the 525. So this is a way on, well, actually, this one you cannot, yeah, you have to leave this one unlinked. Sorry, my bad. Because this is gonna be SPY. Yeah, this one is gotta be unlinked, because if not, it's gonna give you the contract chart, which is kind of sometime is a little bit confusing. People is asking me about the Greeks. The Greeks, you're gonna find it here on the trade side. When you go to the trade, you're gonna see all products. Here, when you see all products, is the same. This is the option chain. When you want to see the option chains, you have all your different days with as many hits or prices as you will choose the strikes right here. And if you would like to change how this option chain give you prices, like for example, normally I would like to have my volume and open interest. You will select here and see what will you have. You want to have delta, gamma, theta. You will select it right here, guys. You can, and in each different chart or in each different chain of options, you can, you want to change it. So normally I use my volume and open interest, and I will look for, if we want to try to do something in May and I want to have more all my hits and I want to be out of the money, I will look for the volume, look at the volume on this one, and look at the open interest. And probably this will be a bet if I want to go for May contracts, like higher volume, higher open interest. Is all going to depend on what your plan is for that specific trade. So again, here, when you open a date on your chain of options, you're going to have here your cost. You can customize everything here, guys. Once you click, you can choose the volume, you get the best price, you can do the quotes, like everything is very custom. I don't know how to say that word. Sorry, guys. I need to work on that one. Customizable. Yeah, something like that. So now we're back here. We clicked on our grid. It's set up, and as I said, now from here we can just sometimes if we want to detach this, you can add another one. You can add the study. You can change this gadget to pair with a time and sales or do something different. What else we can do? I normally have my plain chart is gonna be this one, and after I have my specific chart to be the main one here, I'll only have 2. You remember that you can change on this grid. I have 2 price actions going on this one, and if this one is set to 1, here on the link you set it to 1, and it's gonna give me on a different time frame your same name of the ticker. So it's really cool that you can do this, because you can add or take things out of here. And if we go to our flexible grid, remember that you can customize here, and if you want to add anything to here, sell the bid, sell the ask, you can just add your item, you add it, click OK, and it's going to give you extra clicks or buttons, depending on what you would like to use and how you would like to use them. This is really useful. You can change your numbers if you are a higher volume trader and you would like to have 100, 200, 300, depending if you have penny stocks. You can change that too. Everything here, you can add it or take it out. You can drag it around if you want to put it like higher or in a different.
I want to make for myself.
Now I have it here.
Egg sandwich with sausage.
Oh, yeah,
I'm muting Stephen. You're mute. Sorry. What different markets? What are the different market and bid arise? It's gonna depend. It's gonna, like, people like to buy or sell at market. You would like to sell or ask a limit. You can sell at ask. It's gonna sell at the ask price, which is a higher price. Those are we can do a little class on that. That's gonna be a different session, like when to buy market, when to buy limit. For example, I use market when I'm trading certain names, and they're like SPX, or for example, I like to use limit. and I will only go here, and I know exactly where to buy, and if my contract gets hit, and then I will set up a somewhere where to get my profits. I will not go sometimes just sell by market unless we have like huge moves like today down. You can just go click and you will have a feel, but it's not gonna be the feel that you can control. Remember, when you click here, it's gonna hit an order that is gonna enter on a queue, and that queue can, like, if you have a price right now at 519.84 and you hit sell the market, your queue could hit at 519.50. So you were watching that you have a $60 gain, and all of a sudden it got filled at 45, and you're like, what the hell? And it happened because when you hit the market, sell market, this little candle is gonna go insane until it gets your order filled on the queue, and then it can go anywhere on this candle until yours is hit. So normally you can, like when you see that flips a river, for example, it's a great example of buying all the time limit. You can, if you're planning your trade that, you know, I'm gonna grab my level is this one, and this level is right here, and my level is 514.34. So if you look for your 513.44, and that's the price that you're looking to compare with the price, then that's when you hit your buy, and that's when you hit your price target on the contract that you wanted to get, and then you can grab your gains whatever you plan to trade. So let's say that you wanted to trade it around here, you can calculate where the price is supposed to be, and then you're out. So it's it's better to sell the ask, yes, but the thing is that you're risking that it's not gonna get filled, because if the price keeps your sell the ask, it can move sometimes. So that's why sometimes you limit it. The risk selling limit is that it can skip your price, and it can, if there's not enough contracts available, it will skip and you will go to the next price, or it's gonna be open, and you will see that your contract or your gains are gonna still going lower and lower, and you don't know why. It's like because your price was never filled. Like sometimes when you see flips on the voice chat saying, hey guys, I'm gonna try to get filled at 106. So what he's doing is he's clicking maybe 5 contracts. Let's see if we change here to 5 contracts. It says buy limit contract at 0.83. So you could click there, and let's just leave it there until if the market goes that low and hit it. Maybe some crazy guy sold that contract for that price and you got hit and you buy it. And then you can just scroll up and say, I'm gonna sell it at 111, and you just click here and leave it there until it hits 511. Or another way that you can do it, guys, is this is one way to trim. Like if you're expecting a move like this one at the end of the day today, or are you in that moment right now, you bought 5 contracts right here. Now I want to get rid of 3 right at certain percentage. You got 8 and 88%. You calculate that your 10% is going to be at 8 extra. So you add your 8 and you'll say that around the 96, I'm going to sell 3 right here. That's 10%. Boom, you just set up 3% here, and if we keep going up, then you know that you have 2 contracts left. So I'm gonna set 1 extra to be sold at 1, and I'm gonna leave a runner. That's our famous runner. That runner, you can set up a stop loss below the price that's runner it's moving around, and then you can start just dragging this below that runner until it hits. So that last runner, like we're never gonna be able to perfectly hit, like a trade like this one, that it's going to be from here to exactly this point. Now remember, you have 14 minutes on SPY to trade after the official market. It's closed at 4, so you have at 4:15. If you were all the way here, probably this thing went in the money and get crazy. You can leave that runner and then just like a trail stop, just drag the price below the movement of the market, and just sometimes it drops, it will get filled, and you're safe. You took that contract. So this is a great way to scalp safely using your active trader. So we're about to hit the time, guys. Any questions? I'm gonna open to have like a couple of minutes of questions. Your microphones are on mute. Everyone is on mute, unmute, unmute. Any questions? Please feel free to ask.
On the chart, how do you add at the very top left the buy and sell volume? I see that on a lot of your guys' charts.
Here?
No, over on like the normal chart. Yeah.
That's
where it's
that's a script that is on Dirty Rivers tab. And what you do is when you go to to studies and you want to add a study, let's say that I'm gonna edit my studies here. I think it's called volume splits. That's what Flips has it here. I already have it on here probably, so it's gonna say volume buy versus sell volume, for example, and then you add it, and you click apply, and it's gonna appear. No, it's got the volume split. Sorry, boom, boom, boom. Here, edit studies split. You see volume splits here. Add, create, apply, and now we have. This is what I'm talking
Okay.
about. So
Thank you.
and to add it, when you copy the little script that that Dirty River has on his tab, you will go to setup here, and then you go to where is it? Open shared item. When you open this shared item, what you do is copy the script that Dirty has there, click it here, and then it's gonna say it's gonna preview it. You say import, and then you go to your studies, and it's gonna show like the name of the study. That's it. It's gonna be added to
Gotcha.
your studies. I added probably a couple of times during these years, and that's why I have look split 1, split 2 is all the same, but it was added different times. Any
Thank
other
you.
questions, guys?
I got a question.
Can set up
Is active trader already included, or is like an extra feature?
the active trader. Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you correct.
Is it already included, or is it an extra feature that you have to?
No, it's here. The only difference is like I just did the flex grid on chart. On trade, you have this. And if you go onto the right side, active trader is gonna be without this. You can set it up to be like this. Only your contract, and you have this. You know, if you want to have ES and another name here, the same way we did the grids here, you can set up, look at, you have your active trader, you can set up as many as you like to have in here. And then the same way that we did on the right side, you set up your active trader or the chart, your active trader on the chart, and then customize this here and here. And then depending on the name that you're trading, you can add the name here on this side, and then this will show you like the different chart and the name on top, or here it will choose a name. You can add a, let's say this extra here, and if I just want to have my chart, I have my chart here, I have my boom, boom, boom. I can take this off, and then I have my chart off on this one, and then you can add another. You can set up here your options, contracts. You want to have this one here, so you can have, I can set up this to be on my active trader only, something like this. So SPY, I can set up my, if you interlink this with the same number here and here, you can do then go to your contracts, set it up here, and customize your little trade bottoms here, and then you have your active trader set up. That's it. And you can have in the other screen, you got in your right screen, like your charts, and then here you will see your reference in the 5 minutes and just buy and sell and have this and do the same here. You can have maybe your chart only here. You can add your chart, and in this one, I'm gonna do, let's say Tesla. And it's Tesla, and I have Tesla active trader, and then I go to options. I'll grab Tesla, like my here, Tesla options. I grab my Tesla option right here, and I set up this to be Tesla. And then you click the link with the same link that you want to have, the same number that you have here. And this one I have to leave it on link, so it's not gonna change to the actual name, the contract. So you can set up like different links to be linked to with the charts, and then the charts are gonna give you all the study or reference points that you have. So it's confusing. I know it's really complex on ToS to set up your charts and do your customization the way you like it. But once you set it up like the way you want it, it's awesome because it gives you so much room to play around and go around to different charts, different settings, jump around, to different contracts. And if you have multiple screens, you can have, only the time frame that you like on your chart, for example. And if this is just your browsing chart, you can have as many as 6, and then just click and paste and have all these 6 different names. And then if you wanted to trade one of them, just set up whatever number here that is going to be the same that you're going to have on all your flex grid, and you can trade it here. So how much is for option trades or swing trades on ToS? It's going to depend. Everyone has different prices. I think the standard is like 0.75, and then you can ask in support to change those prices, and depending on the volume that you have. 65, Scotty, thank you. And you can change your prices depending on how much do you trade. You can ask them, just chart, hey guys, due to that I never negotiated my trades, I would like to go lower, and ask them like 65, and ask them what's the better that they can do, and if they will offer a price and maybe go 5 cents lower, and then you have to wait like between 2 or 3 months to try to go again, depending on your margin and depending on how your volume of trades are per month. And they asked me what I wanted. Tell them, Scotty, what's the best thing that you can offer me based on my trades? And if they give you a price that try to go a little lower and see what they offer you. Yep. Any other questions, guys? We hit the 9:05. Thank you so much. I hope this was a like useful information. We still have a lot of things that we can do. We have more room if you like to hear more information on how to set it up. Just yeah, they told me 40 cents. Wow, from 65. That's awesome. That's really, really, really great. Awesome. Love it, guys. That's 20 cents less per contract. Imagine if you do, I don't know, 40 contracts per day or whatever, and that times the week. That's awesome. Thank you. Somebody asked me how do you move your study set from paper to live? You will have to, I think on paper you have to just save it. If you save it here, save your new drawing set or create a drawing set, it will save, and then when you click from paper to your drawing set, it will show here because it's the same account. As far as I know, that's the way you do it. Thank you. I will do. Yeah, please let me know, guys. If anyone else need a question or a doubt, just feel free to DM me, and I will guide you through, or we can jump into a little screen share and try to figure out what you like to do. And hope that it was useful. That the information that you like is gonna make up your charts and your reading easier. And well, I'm gonna leave it until here. Any more questions? Everyone's okay? Thank you guys for the time, and have a great night. Enjoy.